Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is DeLady Designer and we're back with another speed build video of our city zoo. And this was again a super long recording for those who have seen it. I've been streaming many parts of this whole speed build video on my Twitch channel. And the struggle was definitely real. A lot of things I did cut out in this recording because I just didn't want this video to be super long. But if you want to see my real-time struggles or the thoughts behind everything, how I build things, if you want to see it in slow mode, you can now watch all those streams back. I will put it in that little tab with that I button in the corner of this video, but also will put it in the description of this video. You can find a playlist with my real-time live streams of Twitch. I decided to archive them at a YouTube channel just for the people that want to see it. Like, I'm not gonna do anything else with that channel. It's just an archive for the streams I do. And I really enjoyed doing those live streams again. It feels good to be streaming a little bit more. I don't want to do a lot of scheduling still, so I kind of want to go with the flow at the moment with doing live streams. And I will try to stream a little bit on YouTube this Saturday. That might be franchise mode. For those who are really waiting for franchise mode, I might do that live, and then later on we will move to Twitch to work on some city zoo again. So yeah, if you want to see my real-time struggles, definitely go and check out those live streams I did last weekend for this episode. So as you may have noticed, there is a dome on the right side of this build, which I didn't include in this video just because it took me a long while to build it, and in the end I scrapped it completely because I just wasn't happy with the roof topping. Also, those kind of things you can see in the live stream, but I just decided to completely redo that dome because I just wasn't happy with it, which is kind of sad because I think that whole live stream took me like 4 hours with mostly about that dome, just trying to get that roof right, which was just very hard. And for those who are wondering and are new to the channel, this is a building inspired by a building of Rotterdam Zoo. It's called the Rivierahal. I don't know if there is some kind of different name for it in English, but it is the Rivierahal, and it is a humongous building. Like, seriously, it's huge. And this is only the middle building we are building right now. And this is going to be a dinosaur museum. Carlos G72 has an amazing dinosaur set on the Steam Workshop. Do I have to say the mammoth is created by someone else called Vimzaz42. I didn't use it in this build, but if you're going to check it out, I saw Carlos had different variations of extinct animals, so different workshop items. So definitely just click his name, go to his workshop items, and you can find a few more dinosaur sets in there, which is just really awesome. I really love these skeletons, and they are a great addition to this museum area of the building. And a lot of people were saying during my live stream, like, you should definitely add some terrariums or something like that in this building too, because it just totally fits the feeling of the extincted dinosaurs. So I just added some terrariums in there too in the end. I didn't do that on a live stream. Like, most of the adding the dinosaurs and the terrariums I did offline because it was just so much work and it took me so much time. And as much as I love doing live streams, sometimes it's just nice to be able to focus for like 1 or 2 hours completely without any distractions of the chat. So I was like, in the end, like, okay guys, the rest of this building I'm going to do off camera for a bit because, oh my goodness, the struggle was so real with so many different areas. But we managed to finally have a beautiful building. I'm super happy with the end result of it. And it's just really amazing to use this specific building of Rotterdam Zoo as an inspiration. Obviously, once this building is finished, we're going to use buildings from other zoos. Like, you guys already mentioned so many amazing zoos. So I'm definitely gonna take my time to watch all of those zoos, try to look them up at Google Maps and stuff to see if there's anything interesting we could use for this zoo. But to be honest, this building is gonna take some time. Now, this building, like, we have the main building right now, which is like basically in the center of the building. So you have on the right side, you have a dome, which will be later on completely rebuilt. So I really did like how that one is looking. And on the left side, you have a similar-ish building, a dome building. And the building will have 2 different wings. Now, the original building on the right side has a building with an area for, I think it's birds or something. It's a more tropical area on that side. And on the left side, you would have a gorilla habitat, or at least the indoor enclosure for the gorillas that will be basically located underneath the dome, and it will have 3 small little domes around it, and underneath those small little domes will be the indoor enclosure for the gorillas. And then you would have like a long wing going to the back side of it, a little bit in an angle, and in that wing you will have the indoor enclosure for the pygmy hippo and the rhino. And because we have all those types of animals, I am going to use those animals and those realistic habitats to use as inspiration for the rest of this build. So the left wing will be kind of all inspired by the original building in Rotterdam Zoo. And on the right side, that is going to be a surprise. I haven't made up my mind yet what kind of animals there will be, but that's going to be something completely different and more of my own inspiration, except for like the building itself, like the shape of it. But we're gonna have some fun with the right side. So it's gonna be a mixture of the animals of Rotterdam Zoo and some animals. Well, maybe you guys have an awesome idea of what kind of animals we could add there. But it's going to be very, very challenging. We tried to look up as many pictures as possible during the live stream, tried to figure out how especially the wings are like formed and detailed on the inside, where everything is located. It was quite a hard one. And one of my amazing supporters, Trend Fixer, he was like, you know what? I am going to email Rotterdam Zoo to see if they have a map. I haven't heard anything yet, but it would be really cool if he has some kind of floor map of how those wings are really created and how everything is located. So I'm really excited to see if we are able to get that map of this specific building, because that will be super helpful. And if we get it, we obviously share it in my Discord server, because I know a few of you guys are also trying to use this building as inspiration for your own zoo, and we're having the same questions as I did. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be able to get that floor map of that specific wing, because the other wing, the wing with like the tropical birds and stuff, that one is already online, so we could find that one, but the other one is just nowhere to be found. So I'm just really excited to see if we are able to get that one, and else we're just gonna use it as much as possible with the pictures we have and try to create something really awesome with it. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up, especially the gorilla part. I'm really excited for. I think that is one of the things we're going to build the first, because I don't know, I just feel like it's going to be super cool with having the bigger dome as being the area where the people will stand, and then like 3 different domes, which I didn't build yet, to be like the rooftop of the enclosure, the indoor enclosure of the gorilla. So there's so many things. It's going to be really excited. I'm really hoping you guys like this and you can have a lot of inspiration out of this. And as mentioned, if you want to know how I did things in slow mode, like especially the second dome I'm building, there was a lot of like testing and stuff coming up, and I didn't include that all in this video because like a lot of testing, I don't think that is like, you can really tell from having a speed build because you can't hear me talk, but those kind of things are pretty interesting if you ask me, to see how we got to the shape we had in the end. Definitely go and check that out if you want to see how I did that in real time. So yeah, the museum part with all the dinosaur skeletons looks really cool. I tried to look up some real life pictures of just some museums with dinosaurs, and I tried to use that a little bit as inspiration of how to do the fencing and stuff, and I really like how that has turned out. There's one swimming dinosaur, I think it's the Mosasaurus, I'm not completely sure, so correct me if I'm wrong. And that one is, well, basically floating in the air. I tried to give it like those, I don't know how to call it, like the poles or anything, or something to hang it on the roof, but we just don't really have the right pieces for it. I just really didn't like how it looked, so in the end I didn't use it at all. We're just gonna pretend that there's something there that you can't really see that well, because I didn't really know what to use for that. So yeah, it is indeed floating, pretending that it's hanging on some kind of invisible cables or whatever. And I thought it was fun to use some mist VF axis for that, just to get some variation going on. So the other dinosaurs have like rocks and some trees and some green around it. And the swimming dinosaur, which I think is the Mosasaurus, has a little bit of rocks and then some mist particles. So I think that's just a nice variation on the inside, but I will show you guys in the end of this video, of course, how that is looking. But yeah, I'm just basically very happy with how this museum has turned out. I never built anything like this, so it's definitely my first try ever, and I just really hope you guys like it. And all the dinosaurs are in the workshop, so for everyone to grab and to use themselves if you want to create some kind of museum area in your zoo, which I think is just super awesome to do, and I'm really happy that we did. So the next episode might take some time because it's my turn this week to do Koali Zoo, and I haven't started yet once I'm recording this video, which is on Wednesday when I upload this video. So I have a lot of things to do for Koali Zoo. That will go up this Saturday, and as mentioned, I will be live streaming on Saturday too, a little bit on YouTube with some franchise mode probably, and then on Twitch to build on this city zoo. So the video of the city zoo might take some time, but I just really want to take my time to do it right. So I don't want to rush anything, but so you know that there won't be any city zoo video at least until the weekend. And yeah, so hopefully very soon next week. I'm just really excited to continue on this zoo because it's just something I never did before, like going into so much detailing, and I'm really proud. I'm learning along the way with a lot of struggles, but it's really a lot of fun to really push yourself to be more creative and do more detailing in the building. So yeah, I'm really inspired and excited to continue in this zoo and to start the gorillas area in this building. So lots of awesome stuff coming up, but it may take some time. So without further talking, I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of this speed build video, and I will see you guys at the end of this video to show you guys around a little bit of the museum. I already love this viewing of the building. It's not even finished yet. There will be a lot of green on both sides of this round building, and obviously there's going to be wings on both sides, so it's gonna look different, but already you can tell that this shape is just super cool. I really love it. But as I mentioned, it was quite a struggle to build this, but the effort is definitely worth it. So we have a right dome right over here. It's just a simple dome right now, but obviously there will be a part that will be open and connected to the wing that will come on this side. And the same goes for this dome, which looks a little bit awkward from this side, but the inside looks just really cool. I really like this. And also for this building is that it will be open on this side to be connected to a wing. And there will be glass windows all over here, and there will be like 3 different domes, like small little domes, which will be basically the roof topping of the indoor enclosure of the gorilla. So a lot of stuff still has to be made, but just to give you an idea, and as mentioned, you can see all these slow builds in my live streams, but enough about the live streams now, I've mentioned it enough. Let's go inside of this building. So yeah, a lot of detailing has to be done on the front of it. I couldn't do the connection here, which is basically because I connected a lot of path here, which is not really the way you need to use the path, but yeah, that sometimes means that if you do these crazy things that you can't connect a path and you have to be creative and connect it all the way here. I couldn't connect it anywhere here, and I just don't really feel like redoing those paths again. So let's go inside and let me show you guys around. I really like these windows right over here, even though they completely don't fit. We just only have 3 different types of these glass. I really hope there will be new ones added in a later stage, but it's just really cool to have them. So yeah, people clipping through the door, let's do that too. And then we are in the museum part. We have some toilets here on the right side, which are also on the other side, because this will basically be a building where the people can go from one side to the zoo, from the zoo to the other side of the zoo. So yeah, this will be completely open and a pathway going all the way to the other side of the zoo. And here we have the amazing dinosaurs. They're super cool. We have a parasol right over here. I don't really know. I think this is a Diplodocus or a Bronto. Like, I learned a lot about dinosaurs with Jurassic World Evolution, but not that much. So bear with me. I'm not gonna name them all. But yeah, it is starting to look really cool. I really love how these skeletons just work in this massive building. And I did want to have like some kind of educational stands right over here just to get some color in here. Like, we don't really have paintings or other posters, so I thought this would work pretty well to have them on the walls and people will stand there and look at it. So that's pretty cool. And right over here on both sides, we have some terrariums with a little stairs to bring it a little bit higher. And I made it like a smaller window because actually this is also in the real life zoo. I don't know if it's right now still in there, the terrariums, but back in the days, they also had a lot of reptiles and stuff in the original building with indeed these kind of windows with different types of terrariums. So I thought it's just a great addition, and I really like it that people pointed this out to me, like, you should definitely do that. And one is going to clean. So yeah, we have some terrariums also to get some guest flow in here. I tried to use these small little educational stands. I need to do some terrain here to hide it away. I actually was hoping that the people would read this as the idea if they are looking at the dinosaurs, but unfortunately they don't. So I really hope we will get some vista points, because then you would have a hideaway, like a little pole right over here, and then you could point out where the people should look at. So that is just like a little bit of a more realistic feeling to it. But other than that, it all looks really cool. I really like it. It might, you could use a little bit more detailing somewhere over here, but then again, it's like a very busy area, so I might just not. And then we will have like a doorway or like a hallway probably going to the wings on the right side and one to the left side. And as mentioned, people can also just walk straight to here We have some staff doors right over here. I didn't do anything yet with this staff area, but that will come along the way, of course. And this is I think the Mosasaurus, and with some water particles and some mist particles. I think it's cool. Yes, I know it's floating, but I just had no idea what pieces to use to hold it from the ground or just to hang it on the roofing. So, and the same goes for this, I think it's the Pteranodon. I always say the name wrong. So yeah, we just pretend that there's something, some kind of invisible cable, right? But I really like how this is coming along right now. It's so cool. The only thing that is missing is like maybe some more supports for the roof. I'm gonna think about that, how I want to do it, but just to give it a little bit more contrast and variation on the roofing, we could use that, but that's gonna be quite a struggle to work with, but I think I'm gonna do that in a later stage. And on the other side, right over here, we also have some shops, and there will be like obviously some more habitats and stuff on this side, but that will be in a very much later stage. But yeah, I am really happy with how this is turning out. Please do let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this first museum part. It might change a little bit in the future, as I mentioned, with some more detailing right in the middle here maybe. But other than that, I'm just super happy with how this has turned out. So please leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And I just really hope to see you guys all in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys! Você